So this is a video about B1, B2 visas, which is the visitor's visa in general. And we are going to go a little bit in detail. If you've not watched our previous video was about the overview, and you can find the description. You can find a link in the video description below. So that video will talk you through the overview of what the general process is. But this one we're going to go a little bit into detail and talk about each of them one after the other. So we talked about 3 P's in that video, and the first P is you have to establish the purpose of the trip, right? So let's talk in detail about that. What are some of the reasons why you might want to visit the US? And how can you establish a strong reason why you need to be in the US? And maybe a few other questions around that. So that's what we're going to do. Alfred is going to help us do this right now. So Alfred, welcome to the channel.
Yes, thank you. So we are going to go straight. So as we said in our previous video, there are so many reasons people want to travel to the United States under the B1, B2 visa.
Yeah.
But the most important thing is establishing to the consular your clear purpose of travel.
Yeah.
You don't want to give the impression that you want to relocate, you want to migrate from your home country to stay in the United States.
That's right.
Because the rule of the non-immigrant visa is to establish why you are coming to the US for their visit.
Yeah.
Because they want to prevent situation where people will move from their home country to come and overstay, to come and stay, come and work.
That's
and
right.
all that. Yeah.
What they normally will call that is like establish a non-immigrant intent. Right? The intention that you are not an immigrant, because the visa category is not an immigrant visa, but the intention that you're a non-immigrant, and the sole reason why you are in the US is for one purpose, and after which you are going to go back.
Yes. So in this case, because previously people have used the B1, B2 visas to come or relocate to the US, to overstay, to change status, to get citizenship, to work and all that, the consulates are very critical and they are very concerned about why you are coming to the US. And mostly that is one of the first questions that they ask you. And that is the question that will get your visa approved or not.
Yeah.
So when they ask you why do you want to come to the US, you are going to establish that you have a clear purpose. There is a reason that necessitates you to come. So, for example, you are coming for a conference. So we have people who are coming for conferences. If you are coming for a conference, why do you have to come for the conference? What will the conference do for you as a person? Or as if an organization is sponsoring you, what will the conference do for the organization?
That's right.
Why is it that it is you who were chosen to attend the conference?
Yeah.
All these are questions that the consulates will ask to establish the clear purpose of your visit.
That's right.
Right? So you want to attend the conference because one, you are the leader of, for example, the IT team, or you are the head pastor of your church, and this conference is a conference of head pastors of your diocese or of your presbytery of your church, and the venue is in the United States. So you are representing your church. You are going to give reports. You are going to also go into workshop discussion, out of which you come home and use whatever you discuss to support or to build and to help your church.
That's right.
Right? You are coming for a STEM conference. Maybe you are a University of Ghana student. You have been selected to attend a STEM conference about math and science. So the purpose is that you are a student and you are part of the science club. You are the science club leader, or you were selected because you are a good student, you are brilliant, and you are coming to represent your school by giving reports, by trying to be and as part of the conference, for example, there will be training. So through that, you also go back and train. We have conferences that are training for trainers. So some conferences are generally to train people. So you must clearly establish why you are coming for the conference.
Like same as issues like health reasons. So for instance, maybe your mother is sick, or you yourself, you have a health condition, and your doctor from wherever you are coming from is recommending another doctor or a specialist, or somebody who has special knowledge in the US to be able to help with that. That is a strong reason, and that's the one of the most compelling reasons that you can ever give, which is you're coming to the US to come and seek special care through a particular hospital, through a particular doctor. Same as graduation.
So Paul, let me
let's talk about that a little bit.
Yes, about the healthcare. And even with the healthcare, that is very good, but you must have a receiving hospital that might, or that should have already gone through document process to give you acceptance, give you admit you into the hospital. So you have a doctor who is readily available.
Yes. Saying
it's like you have an appointment.
Right. Yeah.
Yes, let me put it that way.
Yeah.
You have an appointment. So you must genuinely establish that you have a reason from Ghana, a medical doctor or a hospital has given you clearance to be diagnosed in the US with an appointment in the US.
That's right.
So in that case, you are establishing that purpose. You are coming because you are sick. You need the medical help. There are some people who are pregnant women, right? And the sole purpose of going for the visa is to come and deliver in the US. If you go to the interview and you are like, oh, I want to come and deliver, that's why. No, they won't give you the visa.
Denied,
You'll be denied. You must give a reason. Is there some complications that cannot be dealt with in your home country? And is there medical proof from a competent medical facility for you to seek medical care in the US? Right now, that is a very good intent of purpose. Let's come to those who are coming for graduation, Paul.
Those coming for graduation, like you have a sibling who is graduating, you have a spouse who is graduating, your parents, your child, your friend, your girlfriend, boyfriend, those are also legitimate reasons for which you would need a B1, B2 visa to come in and be at the ceremony. But you need to go beyond the mere fact that you are coming to celebrate with this person. You have to have you have to have a stronger connection, a stronger proof of relationship, right? If it is your spouse, then we need to be able to see that there's a reason why you in particular, of all the people that could go for this celebration, should be at this celebration. You remember one of the students that we're helping come to the US. The husband is studying at Harvard. She is coming to the US to come and be at the graduation ceremony. They do have a
marriage certificate.
They have a marriage certificate. They have proof of relationship that is showing that, indeed, it is important that I am at this celebration. Same as your girlfriend, same as your boyfriend, same as your mom, same as your dad, same as your daughter. The proof of the relationship in this particular case will be an important support connection to show that indeed you need to be at this celebration.
And so, for example, if you are coming for somebody's graduation and they ask you, why are you attending, or what are you coming to do in the US? Said, my brother or my cousin or my son is celebrating, is being graduated, right? Is being graduated this day, and I have leave from work and I want to attend the graduation, spend some time with him, and ensure that he's okay for his graduation. After which, I'll return to my home country and continue my job. So you have to clearly establish purpose. Now, the next purpose we are going to look at is those coming for tourism. Right. So you are a business person, you run your own business, you are a teacher, you are somebody, and let me stress here, it will come to the funding side, but if you are coming for tourism, it means that you must be somebody who is a little bit endowed. You financially. You shouldn't have to be somebody who is too rich. You can, when you get to the financial aspect, we'll talk about it. But if you are coming for tourism, you must establish why you need to come for tourism in the US.
Of all the places.
Why not Dubai? Why not Nigeria? Why not even in your own country? Right? Why do you have to come for tourism in the US? I've heard so many good things about the US, especially about Florida. They have good weather. Or I want to visit Disney. Last year I went to vacation in UK, and this year I feel like I have to go to US to enjoy the amazing and the wonderful things I've seen and heard about US. I have 2 weeks vacation from work, and I want to use that to go for tourism and all that. That is clearly a purpose, a reason that you will need. Now, Paul, take us to those who are coming to visit their girlfriends. So you have your fiancé here, you have your girlfriend here, and you have your boyfriend. Take us through those people.
That's also another very popular category. We have so many people who email and say, I need to go visit a friend, I need to go visit my future spouse, boyfriend, fiancé, and all of that. That's also very possible. In this particular case, you would need an invitation, right? Because you cannot just get up and say, go to the embassy and they ask you, why are you going? I'm going to visit a friend, right? In this particular case, what are you really going to use to show that you have a connection with this friend? And that's where you need an invitation letter. And the invitation, I should clarify, doesn't go to the embassy. The invitation comes to you, the person that is being invited, right? An invitation letter basically means that this is somebody living in the US who wants you to come to the US for a certain reason. And so the person is writing a letter to invite you formally to come to the US. The only thing that the embassy has to do with the invitation is to read it and confirm that indeed you have been invited.
Yeah.
So sometimes people will email us and say, okay, should they write an invitation letter to the embassy? No. The embassy is not being invited to come to the US.
Yeah.
It is you that is going to be invited to come to the US.
Yeah.
And you only need that if you're coming to visit a friend, a boyfriend, a family relative, and those kinds of things.
Yeah.
Right? If you are in a different category, like the business people, then you need a certain, like maybe a different, sort of.
Yeah. So let me add a little bit on
Yes,
those
add that.
who want to visit their boyfriends and all that. So in this case, there are times that even the consulates will not check the invitation.
Yeah.
Right. So your verbal response is important. Why do you need to visit your boyfriend? Perhaps you are planning to do your marriage. You are Ghanaian, you are Nigerian. Your marriage, your wedding will take place in Nigeria, in Ghana.
Yeah.
However, you want to take the opportunity to meet the family of your boyfriend in the US. You have not met them. That is a good reason, right? Maybe your girlfriend is sick. Your girlfriend is celebrating his birthday. Your girlfriend is doing this. It's been 4 years, 5 years. You have not been able to be in contact, and you want to visit and be with her. You want to spend time together. There are some people who also invite their families.
Yeah.
So let's add that. People who invite their families, their brothers, their uncles, their sisters, their parents. Those people too will need invitation.
Yeah.
But they must establish. For example, if I want to invite my mother, right? Maybe my mother is coming to visit me to spend time. I've been in the US for the past 3 years. My mother has never visited me. So my mother will want to take the time to visit me. Maybe I have a kid, or I'm coming to have a child, and my mother is coming to celebrate with me. Don't go and tell the consular that your mother is going to take care of your child. No, because the US have a system where children are taken care of.
They have a care system.
Yes, they have a care system, so you don't have to take that job to your mother.
It's a celebration of the baby.
Yes, although your mother will stay for a long and take care of your child, but you don't have to say it because it is not a right answer to give. So as Paul said, it is a celebration of the baby, celebration of the good news of birth, celebration of wedding or wedding ceremony or whatever. Even if there's no baby at all, your mother want to come and spend time with you. It's been a long time. Your brother want to visit you. So they must establish those purpose clearly. And finally, let me also add before we go to the next category, there are some people too who receive invitation from friends, loved ones on Facebook they have never met. Like you met somebody on social media and you have become friends, and the person is sending you an invitation. We are not saying that you cannot get a visa, but it is a lot of work because, like, how do you prove relationship?
Yeah.
Right? Why must you visit this person?
Yeah.
And you must pay attention to this. You see, the embassy is so critical, and they are anxious about the ways people use to try to get their way out and come to the US. So you must always try to establish a very strong connection with whoever you are coming to visit. That is part of the process. Now, Paul, what about those coming for business?
Like you already know, there are different categories of the business thing. But for all of the categories, you have to show that there's something business-wise going on in the US,
and you have a
and
business
you have a stake in it.
Yeah.
You have to be there for something. Maybe you are the signatory to the international whatever account. Maybe you are the representative at the conference. Maybe you are the whatever in the business. You need to be there, so you need a proof to show that. One of the commonest ways is a letter, right? A letter from maybe the host international business in the US inviting the other business in your country to come and do some sort of partnership, right? If it's a training, the letter that shows that your company has been invited. If it is a conference, the letter that shows that a representative have been invited. And those are the ways that you can go ahead and prove a reason, a legitimate reason why you need to be. So in this case, like, the connection between the home country and then the US is going to be the business, but it's not just like a word of mouth connection. It has to go beyond that, right? There's a stronger reason, there's a purpose to it, there's something that is going to contribute to the growth in the development of the business at the end of the day, and that's why you need to be in the US. And there's so many people who do that. I know people who come to the US like 2 days, sign a document, and then go back.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
so.
And let me add that the B1 B2 visa is one of the easiest visas to get in the world.
Yeah.
If you get the right plan, right strategy, right explanation, answer the questions rightly, we are going to put questions. We are going to help you with about 10 questions you should expect when you go for your B1, B2 visas. And we will link it and try to watch that video. We give you question and answers and possible ways you should think about it. However, maybe if you need personal help, you need somebody to think through with you to help you through the process, just check our email in the video description section, beitlamad@gmail.com. Send us an email. We will reach out to you, and someone from our team will talk to you and see how we can help you and ensure that you get your visa approved successfully. I hope you love this video.